Hi, everyone. A very good morning, afternoon, evening to you all. And thank you for joining us at Sam Life Digital School. Today's session is about career readiness and job market navigation. So, sorry about the video. We are experiencing network interruption, and I figured doing it like this would help me to be able to get the message across without any interruptions. Okay, so before I delve into today's session, I want to just touch on something that I believe we all should know before I speak about what I want to speak about. Okay. Obviously, whatever I'm going to talk about, I know in my heart that all of you here know this. Like, even if you are sleeping and they wake you up, you know what I'm talking about. But sometimes I believe we all need that push, that motivation from someone else to remind us who we are. So let's take a quick look at imposter syndrome, which has become one of the cankers eating away people's confidence and their ability to evolve and become successful in whatever they're doing. So I'm just using the Google definition, which says imposter syndrome is a widespread. Remember, it's non-clinical phenomenon where high-achieving individuals doubt their accomplishments, attributing success to lack rather than ability and fear being exposed as fraud. Well, we all have the tendencies of making mistakes, failing at something at one point or the other. But that doesn't make you a failure or a fraud or an incapable person. You are capable of doing whatever you want to do. So far as you have the skills, you've gone through the process to achieve that particular skill. So one way you can overcome imposter syndrome is talking about it. It could be your family, your friend, your spouse, your partner, whoever you feel speaking up about this can help you heal. Just go ahead and talk about it. Let people know what is wrong with you and let them encourage you and talk you out of it. You should also learn to separate the fact from the feeling. Yes, you are feeling like a fraud, but the fact is you are that skilled project manager. You are that skilled digital marketer. You are that skilled data analyst. You need to believe all the achievements that you've garnered so far. Believe that you can do it. Believe that it's you that did it. You are not a fraud. And also, as you achieve everything in life, learn to track your accomplishments. You see, if you forget the things that you've done, you will not remember them and you cannot encourage yourself with them. Excuse me. So please remember that the accomplishments, the successes, just put them somewhere and go back to them to encourage yourself to do the right thing. Also, you can overcome imposter syndrome by reframing your failures. I mean, as I said earlier, we can fail at anything in life. You see, sometimes we even feel like the things that we were so confident about that, oh, this thing I'm going to make it. I'm going to like have a total success in it. Then all of a sudden something just happened and at a snap of a finger, you mess up. It's fine. You are human. You can make mistakes. But one thing you should look at your failures is to remember it is not the end. Go back to the drawing board. Look at what made you feel. Look at what you didn't do that you should have done that made you feel. Then get it done and see yourself bouncing back. Lastly, I'll say you should practice self-compassion. You see, more times when people come to us, they need us to encourage them. We are there to encourage them in and out of all things that they are going through. But we should learn to also show the same compassion, the same grace we give to other people. Let's learn to give it to ourselves. These days, you call it self-love. Learn to love yourself. Learn to even indulge your own self. Learn to appreciate yourself so that you'll be able to come out of this. So as you are here taking any of the Some Life Dictator School programs, please remember at the end of the day, do not let this opportunity go to waste. Do not say, oh, I don't believe in what I learned. Can I make it? 1,000,001 people out there are fighting for the same spot. Please remember, you are not a fraud. If only you have the skill. Thank you. So today's topic is career readiness. And I want to just touch on the reality of today's job markets. Let's understand that today's job market is overly competitive. You see, millions of people, thousands of Africans are fighting for the same spot, the same role you want to apply for, you want to be taken for. Somebody is also applying. In fact, somebody is applying with a better CV to that same role. And today's job market, everything is digital. So imagine if you don't know Microsoft, you don't know Google Workspace, you don't know the basic tools that are generating the ideas and the flexibility in that role that you need. You won't make it. And today's role, they are all skills focused. In fact, it should be skills. If you have the skills, you qualify for the job. Then today's roles are also expanding beyond borders. It's not only in Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Morocco. No. Today's job markets, you can be anywhere and do anything. Your location should not be a limitation. The fact that I am in Tanzania, so I cannot work in the US. Trust me, you can work there. You can definitely work there. And the last I would say is, in today's market, we call it nepotism and favoritism. Sometimes it's relationship driven. But I beg to differ sometimes, because if I know the CEO of LinkedIn and there is a role in his office and I have the skill sets and I'm digitally inclined and I have the experience, do you think it's going to call somebody else to do the job? Or he will come and call me, who knows him, and he knows that I know the job and I'm capable to do it. He will definitely call me. So you have to position yourself well and get the right things done. Then you can make it in the job market. So remember that degrees are common, but demonstrated skills are rare. People have the skills. They say they are project managers, developers, and things, but they've not done anything to show that, oh, I've done this before. That is where the advantage is, because if you've not done it before, how do they trust you to do it? People who have done the work before are trusted. So please remember that in today's job market, these are some of the things that you should look out for. So a certificate alone is not career readiness. If you are here and think, okay, I am career ready because I have a certificate in project management, I have a certificate in digital marketing, I have a certificate in so and so. No, that is not it. That is not career readiness. It is what you are going to use that certificate to do. That means that, okay, this person is indeed career ready. So always remember, certificates alone is not. So career readiness means a problem solver. Are you ready to solve problems? Are you having the right skill for the job you are chasing? That makes you career ready. Do you have the right mindset towards the job you are fighting over? You can't be a carpenter. Then your mindset has nothing to do with carpentry. You don't have the ideas of them. Like, you are a carpenter thinking about masonry things. No. Career readiness also means that you are able to communicate your value clearly. Imagine there's a role. You've gone for an interview and they ask you questions and you're not able to communicate your values clearly. No one will look at you twice, because if you know that you have the skill and you cannot tell them, oh, okay, this and this, I've done this, I've done that, I've done that, and you are talking and you are all over the place, they'll feel you are, that's when they'll feel you are even a fraud. And you also have to position yourself to access these opportunities. That's when you say you are career ready. Imagine going through some life, a digital school, you've learned digital marketing or project management or any of the programs, then you go and sleep thinking that some life will bring you the job to do. No, you have to position yourself well. You have to be the one to look for all those opportunities, and you have to set yourself up well to be able to get the kind of role you need. And remember that employers really have things that they are looking out for. Like I mentioned earlier, demonstrated skills. You see, you have certificates in engineering. What have you engineered? If I would say, you need to have done something that will show that, oh yes, this is what I have done. Do you have the problem solving abilities? Employers are not looking to solve your problems. They need people to solve their problems. They need people that will come and add value to their companies. They're not looking for people who are coming to cause issues in their company. So if you are someone that you are not looking to solve problems, sorry about that, you are not going to get a role, because employers are looking for people that are going to help them solve the problems in their companies. And people are going to help them communicate to their clients, their customers, their client, everybody. So imagine you cannot communicate well, even your own skills. You cannot communicate your skills properly. You cannot work in the midst of others in the company. Sorry. Then also employers are really looking for adaptability. It's true you are there to work as a project manager. Something comes up. How quickly are you to adapt to the changes, to adapt to your environment? I know you are looking for that job that is going to pay you £200 in 1 minute, but you've gotten a job that is going to pay you £200 a month. How are you going to adapt yourself? So adaptability cuts across a lot of things. Not just when you can adapt to the changes in your workplace, but other things as you are positioning yourself and getting career ready, it moves around. So there are certain opportunities that you're supposed to go for just because you want to demonstrate your skill set, so that in the near future you'll be able to say, okay, I have the experience. So sometimes you have to be adaptable to even some of the salaries that you are given. Okay, I'll take this job, then enhance my skills, build the experience for the better one. Finally, employers are really looking out for results and impacts. Yes, we know you can cook. So when you finish cooking, what was the results? Did it taste nice? Did the garnishing look good? When they ate it, were they happy? When they ate it, were they healthy, or they ate it and started running to the loo? Results and impacts are what today's employers are looking for. So if you are not ready to have results and impact in your skill sets, using your skill sets, then I do not think you are really career ready. So for example, if you studied digital marketing or data analytics, don't just say, I learned Excel. You could polish it and say, analyze sales data and improve reporting efficiency by 30%. Because the 30% efficiency that you've improved upon is what the employer is looking for. So your results are going to speak louder than the fact that you are part of Googlers or the Google interns. Yes, you went to have your internship at Google, but how were you working? What was the impact being there? What were the results? Was there any significant value for your being there? These are what the employers are looking for. So you could work at Google, come out and still be the same person that you are. So I want to just quickly let us look at these skills, experience, visibility, and strategy I came up with as a formula for career readiness, so you can understand the trajectory we are moving into. All right, so skills. Now you want to be career ready. You are learning a skill. So you've taken the first step. You are learning a skill at Sun Life. Perfect. But do not look at the certificate. Look beyond that. You have to ask yourself, what problem can I solve? We are learning digital marketing. So what is the problem I'm going to solve? And who needs my solution? How urgent is this problem? You see, then you can look at the fact that, okay, this is what I am studying, and this is what I'm going to use this skill for. And this is the level of need towards the skills. You see, when you look at some of the SMEs, let's use digital marketing. SMEs need digital marketing. Churches need media teams. Real estate companies need data tracking. NGOs need project reporting. Startup needs social media growth. So today's world, digital world, there are certain skills that when you learn, you immediately have jobs at your disposal, because you are really going to position yourself, or you're going to ask yourself the right questions, and you're going to give yourself the right answers, which will lead you to the right opportunity. Now, let's remember that skill sets are in two forms. You have the hard skills and the soft skills. So hard skills, like the digital marketing, is a hard skill. Software development, data analysis, project management, engineering, whatever, hard skills. But this is not all. In today's world, that is not what we are looking for. Just the skill is okay. Because remember, people come to join certain companies and they learn other skills. They learn on the job. So if you have a hard skill, perfect. But remember, employers are also looking at the soft skills: communication, teamwork, leadership, time management, people management, organizing, and all that. These are the things that they are looking for. So you may learn the skill, but how do you communicate the skill? How do you work with other people in the same industry? How are you leading? Leadership is a soft skill. It's not about leading people. You're not supposed to be the CEO to be in leadership. No. Sometimes leading yourself is even a key point, because if you're able to imagine leading yourself well, if you lead yourself well, you'll be career ready. So look at this like that, like leadership. Okay, I'm leading myself. I'm leading myself to position myself well. At the end of this program with Sam Life, I'm going to position myself well to be able to get the right things that I needed to get. Then time management. You see, time management is one of my flagship programs or courses that I treat. A lot of us don't know how to manage our time, which is another topic for another day. Let's move on. So many students focus only on the hard skill, like I said, but promotions and hiring decisions often depend on soft skills. Because you go to the interview, they ask you questions, you answer them. Technical questions, you answer all of them. Then they come to the soft skills. Because as you are seated there, they are observing. They're observing your soft skills, how you are communicating. Remember, we can't be perfect to start the role. You can't. You don't even have to be perfect. Myself, I am not perfect. You can't be perfect. So the little you know, use it to your advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to get that role. So this an exercise I want you to do. You can write it right now as you're listening to me, or later come back and do it. So write down one skill you are learning or already have. I believe some of you have other skills, and this is an add-on skill you are learning because you need a side gig or something. So write one skill you are learning or already have. Then also write 2 or 3 real businesses or organizations that needs that skill. So imagine, okay, Sam Life Digital School, they offer programs, digital and technical programs to people. What do I think Sam Life needs? Okay, they need a lot of visibility. They need people to share their stories. Okay, so now if they need people to manage their They are learners. Okay. So now that I've learned digital project management, what do I do? Okay, I'll speak to the CEO of the Sam Life Digital School. I want to do an internship, 3 months internship. Now that I want to do the internship, after 3 months, I have that skills. I can boldly communicate my value. You are gone. Most of us are waiting for that role that we are being paid to be able to say, okay, I have the job. No, you have to start somewhere. Career readiness is not me learning the skill and seated, waiting for the job. I am career ready. Okay, I'm seated, waiting for the job. I've applied to 200 companies. I'm waiting for them to call me. No. While you are waiting for that opportunity, even if you are a student, whilst you are learning from Sam Life, you need to start somewhere. You see, you have no experience. I always tell people, you have to create your own experience because that experience will build your credibility. The more experience you have, it tells the next employer that, oh, this person can be trusted. He or she has worked with Sam Life, worked with Google, worked with this person, okay, then this person can do the job. So you have to look for volunteer opportunities. There are lots of organizations who need hands to help them. Volunteer for projects. Work on personal projects. Create your own project and work on it. Offer services to small businesses. Some of us want to work at Google, LinkedIn, at Elysian or one of the Microsoft. This is where we want to work. But in your small town, there is an SME owner who is desperately looking for a digital marketer. Even if they will pay the person 10% of what you usually pay digital marketers, starts from that corner. That's where you are going to build your experience from. Intern remotely. There are businesses that are not in your locality, but you've seen them on social media. Reach out to them. Ask them for the opportunity to work with them remotely. Even if they're not giving you a penny, that is where you get your experience. And build your own case studies. You don't wait for opportunities. You don't wait to get opportunity to have the experience. You need to create them. As you are here, this is one opportunity that Sam Life has given you. It's for you to start creating something with your life. Okay. So opportunities may not be there, but the ones you create will always be for you, and they will speak volumes for your next level. So like I said, if you are studying digital marketing, manage social media for a small brand for free for 1 to 2 months and measure growth. Experience doesn't have to be paid to be valuable, obviously. Experience that you've gotten. There are a number of things that we do at certain places, like our church and things. There are a lot of things I've learned in the church that have not been paid for because I learned them even in the church. So I gained those experiences in the church, in my family, in my circle. These are the places you get these experiences. Though you are not being paid, but because you are using your skill, you are enhancing your skill. So please do this second thing. You can add this to one of your exercises by looking for businesses, small businesses that you can work with. All right. So the third formula is the visibility. See, if no one sees you, no one hires you. You need to be visible. You are here, even among your colleagues in this Sam Life program. Try and network with them. Try and speak to them. Because opportunities often come from visibility, not applications alone. Yes, you will apply to 200 different companies. But you need to be visible. When they are looking for you, where do they get you? The hiring manager has seen your application. Then they go on LinkedIn and you are not there. They go on X, you are not there. They go on Instagram, you are not there. They go on Reddit, you are not there. They go where else? Facebook, you are not there. Like you have zero visibility. How are they going to find you to know your mindset, the things you post, the things you talk about online? This is how they are going to know, this person, do they deserve to be here? Please, you need to be visible. Optimize your LinkedIn profile. It doesn't have to be LinkedIn alone. An active social media platform. Make yourself visible there. Let people know this is where I am so that they can reach out to you. Okay. You have to share your learning journey. Always share something. Post your project results. Engage with professionals in your industry. There is a meeting for project managers, digital marketers. Even in your town, you don't want to go. You are feeling too lazy to go. You don't know why you should be there. It is your industry. Go there. Network with the professionals in your. They've been at where you are. So it is time for you to also go, listen to them, and network with them. You don't sit where you are and say, oh, okay, maybe I've applied to 500 jobs. I am in my small town in Morocco. When the job, if it is mine, I'll get it. No, you can't go to sea with this mindset. You need to be out there and be visible. You are here. No, even nobody knows you in your small skill set that you are in. Nobody knows you. Nobody know you are a digital marketer. Nobody know you're a developer. Nobody know whatever you are doing. You are just there. Even your own, some of us, our own family members, they don't know what we are doing. They don't know whether we are doctors, we are nurses, we are pharmacists. They don't know. So please, I am urging us to be visible. Visible. Be visible. There are times I spoke at certain places and I got LinkedIn messages. I was like, wow, these are people that really want to be seen. And trust me, I replied them. I'm not good with replying, being on, yeah. I'm not good with that. But the people who made the effort to reach out to me, I gave them the hearing. I helped them with some of their CVs. I helped them with some of their career coaching requests and all that. Make yourself visible. It doesn't mean you should be everywhere, but when I say make yourself visible, I know you know what I'm trying to say. So please be visible. The last formula will be strategy. You see this job you apply. You see so and so you apply. You see, so some of us don't even take the time to go through the job description of the vacancy they've just posted. Oh, there's a role here, apply. There's this, I've applied. There's this. You need to navigate the job market with strategy. You see, strategy will help you. Instead of applying to 4,000 jobs blindly without knowing which obviously maybe one will pan out, but you need to be strategic so that you will not waste a lot of energy. You will not be drained. By the time the job comes, you're already drained, you've given up. So identify your target role. I want to be a digital marketer. I want to be a project manager. And this is my niche. Those jobs that you are looking for. Now study 20 job descriptions. Study them. Note recurring skills. What are the skills that all these roles are looking for? If you are in that industry and you've not enhanced your skill set to that level, while you are waiting, enhance yourself, build yourself. Then you can align your CV to match those skills. Then you can apply intentionally. Don't just you use one CV to apply for all the roles. You use a CV meant for project management. You use the same CV to apply for Microsoft development. You use it to apply for content creation. You use it to apply for photo. No, please. It doesn't work like that. You will be drained. You have to be intentional about your application. You have to be intentional. So when anybody approaches you, they know what you stand for. So quality applications beats quantity, like I've said. Quality over quantity, any day, anytime. It is better to have a quality application than to have the one that fits all. One size fits all. No, that is not what is going to make you career ready. Oh, media, I am there. Sorry for those who are not Ghanaian. We say media, what can come. No, that is not how you are going to get the right thing that you need. Now let's look at networking. I said networking the smart way. Most of you will go to events and you want to be everywhere. You want to collect all the card. You will see the photographer, you collect the card. Carpenter, you collect the card. Mason, you collect the card. This, you collect the card. Driver. I'm not saying these people are not important. They are important. But as somebody who is trying to be career ready and navigate the job market, how are you positioning yourself? Some things are just a waste of time. Network properly. Look at it. You see, people feel like, oh, okay, when I'm on LinkedIn, I'll get a job. It may shock you that it is the opportunity you're looking for is in your church. There's somebody in your church who doesn't know who you are, who doesn't know the work you do. You see yourself, you say, hello, hi. And they don't know that you're a digital marketer. They don't know that you're a photographer. They don't know that you're a carpenter. How would they call you for the job? You need, you see, visibility also comes here. People like as me, I'll go to events and nobody will know I'm there. I'll hide. Don't be like me. Be visible. Be visible if you need it. There's a level you get to that you don't really crave for visibility again because you are there. Okay. Professional groups, alumni networks, industry events, like even WhatsApp groups. Maybe somebody may have asked a question on the group. You give an excellent answer. All of a sudden, people are DMing you. Oh, hey, can you tell me more about this? Then you start talking to them about this. Oh, what do you do? I do this. They say, oh, that is why. So please, let's learn to network the smart way. It's not all about you are begging for a job. Oh, please, I want to do this job. Please, I beg you. If you get it, please link me. It's not about linking. It's not about linking. Right now, it's not to whom you know. It's who knows you. Because if I know the CEO of LinkedIn and he doesn't know me, how does he give me the job? I know him that he's so and so, but he doesn't know me. And he doesn't know what I do. He can't give me the job. So networking is not about begging for a job at all. You see, you have to have the professional conversations. Those are the things that open the door. Those are the things that are going to give you the opportunity you are looking for. You go and say, oh, please, I'm looking for a job. Oh, I've been jobless for the past two years. Please, I beg you, give me a job. No, you can rather say, hello, I'm currently completing a certification in project management. I admire your career journey. May I ask how you transition? It starts from somewhere small, an interest in their life. Then you know, oh, what do you do? Then you tell them. Then it starts from there. Then you have to realize this. Oh, okay, I heard of a job. A friend of mine needs so and so and so. I think you'll be the right fit. Bam, you've gotten the job. So please, let's network the right way. So, like I've placed here, networking, it is building genuine relationship. Genuine, not transactional, genuine. And asking informed questions, offering value, staying consistent. Every time you enter somebody's DM, you are in need of opportunity. Have you asked yourself if those people are also not interested in getting the opportunity themselves? You have to build genuine relationships. You ask the right questions. You offer value. They are doing something. You have knowledge about something that has to do with what they are doing. You offer that value. By the time you know, this person is recommending you to other people. Oh, when I was doing this person helped me with this, and they are very good in this. By the time I realize you're gone. So please, let's learn to network properly. Now, another thing I would like us to briefly look at is building a strong CV. And there was a point in my life that I needed to review CV for an organization that were trying to map people to job opportunities. Trust me. If I was supposed to collapse like a building, I would have collapsed. But I read some of the CVs and I was shook. Some of you, even till today, your CVs, excuse me to say, are horrible. The fonts, the wording of the sentences, the grammar, it doesn't correlate. Please, your CV must be achievement based. Don't say a lot. You just have to show measurable impact. And tailor your CV, like I said earlier, per job. Don't use the same cup you are going to use to drink water to go and drink another thing that you're not supposed to use to drink. Please tailor your CVs to a job. when you see my phone, my laptop, my gadgets, you will see that every CV has something they are going to do. So if I'm anywhere and somebody calls me, oh, I need you to submit a CV for this particular role, I know what to submit, because I'm not going to submit this the CV that I'm going to use as a software developer for content creation or for a speaking engagement. No, it doesn't work like that. And be concise. You can have 1-page CV, 2-page CV. What's with the 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages? Is it a thesis or a project work? Or please, please, please. It's no longer funny. We beg you. We want some life to get great people working out there. When they see your CV and they match it with your skill sets and they match it with your experiences, they know that this person is indeed from some life. So instead of saying responsible for managing social media, increase social media management or engagement by 45% in 3 months. Impact, impact, impact. Results, results, results. Please know how to communicate your impact and your results. Is very important. That's why communication as a soft skill is also important. How you communicate it will show your level of experience. Let's go on. So I wrote here, numbers build credibility. If you work for one person, and you work for the second person, the third person, the fifth person, it means that there's something good that you are doing. So people would like to ask you to do what you are doing for them. And mind you, if you're able to give out the numbers, it also shows that you keep track of your growth. Okay, in the last 2 years, I've built so and so, and now it has improved to so and so. You should that, okay, this person is aware of themselves, what they are doing. So we can trust them for the job. In mind, you are going to get it. Another part where I find very, very, very entertaining is the interview part. After we've learned all these things, now we are career ready. We've had a strong CV. We've networked, and somebody has recommended us to. And let me use Ruth. Maybe Ruth they've recommended us to Ruth. Now Ruth is interviewing you. You are in front of Ruth. Then you mess up. The only chance you had to prove your points, you had to prove your demonstrator skills, you had to prove yourself. You didn't bring your best foot forward. So mastering interviews is very, very, very important. It's very, very important. You need to research the company. You need to practice behavioral questions. You need to prepare real life examples. You have to demonstrate confidence. Sometimes you are lying. Whatever you are saying in the interview is a lie. Although I'm not saying go and lie. You will lie, but the confidence and the clarity and the way you will say it, oh my God, they'll just give you the job. But you know what you're saying, it didn't happen like that. So please, you have to study the company that you are applying for, or they've called you for an interview. Even before you submit your application, you would have studied the company, research on them. What do they do? What are they expecting from me? Then you practice some of the questions, your possible questions. Now that AI, you see, let me issue this disclaimer. Everything I'm telling you here, when I got the opportunity to do this, I have had a lined up of programs, in-person programs. So I just went to one of the AI tools. I said, this is what I want to talk about. Put it into a slide for me. It gave me the structure. Then I built this. So go to the same AI tools that you use, practice the interview question, possible interview questions for the role that you are applying for. Research on the company and prepare yourself well for that particular thing. Usually or mostly, the STAR method is used. Most of the interviews I've gone for, most were digital. And the questions that they submitted for me to make a video out of were based on the STAR method. So they'll ask you about the situation, your task, your action, and the results. Situation. So and so has happened. What were you supposed to do? What action did you take? What was the end result? You need to. Somebody will say, "Oh, okay, I've not been in any situation, oh, and I've not worked in any company. So what? See, that's last year that something happened in your house and something is also a situation. We need to come up with real life situations that we have even passed through or even witnessed. That is how it will show that this person, it means that they are up to the task. You can be proactive. You don't wait for things to happen before you find the solutions to them. So this person, we can work with the person. You see. So please prep yourself on this. That will show that you are career ready. So you can properly navigate the job market. All these things are part of you being career ready. Because if you have not prepared yourself for interview, your CV is not strong. You don't know the difference between the soft skills and the hard skills. You don't know how to position yourself to be visible, the strategies to take. We will go and leave you behind. We will go and leave you behind. And remember, interviews have all, by the grace of God, all my interviews have been like a discussion. The in-person interviews I've had in my life have been like a discussion. Like a question is asked, I give an answer, I give a further clarification. Then it starts to be, okay, really, this happened. Then we start talking. But when I say, okay, the interview is over. But you can also intelligently end your interview with, do you have any concerns about my qualification that I can clarify? Just this, I have few questions, but this is one that I want you to look at. Sometimes ask them a question. It can also show your confidence and maturity if you do it right. It's not like you go and be asking some questions that needless questions. No, it will rather put them off. You need to be intelligent about everything you're doing, even the way you look, your dressing, the way you came in, your posture, how you relate, how you talk to them. I'm not saying go and pretend that, go and be like the most humble. No, we need confidence with humility. That is what employers are looking out for. Now, the last but one thing I'll talk about as this session ends is your digital presence. I've spoken about LinkedIn and some couple of systems. So employers may check LinkedIn. They may check your portfolio. For those of us who are in the tech world, our GitHub, they'll go and check your GitHub. Mind you, companies or hiring managers can ask you to provide these things. They can ask you to provide your LinkedIn link, your portfolio, your GitHub, your personal website, or your social media platforms. At your level, if you have a personal portfolio site, perfect. When they visit it, you should tell them everything they need to know about yourself. So please take your digital presence very, very important, necessary. And you also have to ask yourself, does my online presence reflect a professional brand? Some of us, the things we do online, the things we say, the things and most of us are using our business platforms. You've created a social media platform for your business, K&K Enterprise, and you're managing the platform yourself. And the things you are saying, the arguments you are making with your professional platform. So if you say something, go back and go and watch. What I said, is it good? Does it reflect a professional brand? Does it show that I'm a good employee, a future employee? No. Okay, let's say you're a virtual assistant. You've written your name. I'm the virtual assistant. Everybody knows that you're a virtual assistant. Then you are under people's comments and you are saying things you're not supposed to say. So I've witnessed a couple of those comments, and somebody asks, with your business platform, the person says, so what? Really? Imagine everybody sees this and decide not to purchase from you. Who loses? You, the one who is trying to get that opportunity. So please, you are your own brand. You Ama, AC, wherever you are in the world listening to me, you are your brand. You don't have to be the CEO. You don't have to be the person in charge. You don't have to be at the higher level in the organization. You are your brand. Even within an organization, you are a brand in the organization. So please remember to always put your best foot forward and always dress the way you want to be addressed. Let me just say it like that. The last thing I'll talk about is continuous learning. You see, this is non-negotiable. The world is evolving fast. Skills, you see, you can do something today. The next year, it changes. I watched a video last 2 days about a guy who says he was a 3D animator, something, he mentioned something, and said AI has taken his job. So now he's using that skills that he has learned and merging it with the use of AI to create other things so that he will be relevant. You need to stay updated. Even recently, project managers, PMP holders, we are told we are going to write other advanced exams. And last 2 days, I asked one of the PMP people, hey, how come now we are going to write advanced again? And so they've updated some of the principles and the practices and blah, blah. You see, you need to be updated. You need to, these courses that you are taking are even part of the updating of yourself. Short courses, certifications, take them, get time. Some are just a month, 3 months. Take them, have the time for them. Plan your time well. Have subscribe to industry newsletters, things that they are saying about your industry. Be part of a professional community. When they post something, you know what is going on. And the certifications, we are doing this, and there's a certification out. You don't want to write it, you don't want to do it because you feel like, oh, I know what I know. No, if you do that, you won't go far. And always remember the real world practices too. It's very important. So please, continuous learning is important. As you go through this digital school, remember that everything you learn here in the next 6 months, 1 year, you need to update yourself. You need to enhance yourself, advance yourself, learn more, go back to the drawing board, ask yourself what has been updated in the few months. What are the new techniques that are being used? What is the new things that are going on? Then you know that you need to have continuous learning as one of your skills. Even continuous learning is even a skill. You need to be skillful in learning, because if you can't learn, you can't go ahead. So note that career readiness is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. You don't just sit down and say, okay, I'm career ready. No. And finally, I'll talk about global opportunities. One of the reasons why a lot of us are going into the digital skill sets. Want to do digital marketing, digital project management, digital this, virtual this, and virtual that. Remote roles, you see, remote roles allows everybody to work anywhere. Even somebody can be in the USA and be working in Ghana. It's not always Africans working in other countries. Somebody there is also working in Ghana. That's the beauty of global opportunities. So remote roles allow Africans to work in US, UK, everywhere. Even you can be in one African country and work in another African country. That's how beautiful it is. But you must learn to communicate clearly. You must meet deadlines, understand global standards. I remember I was working with one organization which their headquarters has is it time zone plus 3 or plus 5 or so. So the time that the work officially starts is the time that I'm sleeping. So I had to change my schedule to be able to meet their standards and their deadlines. And the time that we close work is in the middle of the day. So guess what? I close work at 2 p.m. in my current GMT 0. Then I do other things. And I wake up early, do their things. You see, that's the beauty of it. If you're able to manage your time well, you have more than you even expected. So LinkedIn, Indeed, Upwork, job boards, Reddit, remote. All many companies hire globally. Many. And I'm so happy that almost every month there is a new platform that you can visit and get hired. Upwork is there, Fiverr is there, Reddit is there. There are platforms. Yours is to visit them and see which of the platforms work best for you. So please remember that the CV must meet international standards. Like I mentioned, time zone, communication, and cultural awareness matter in global rules. The company, I'm using myself as an example, the company I was working with had people from all over the world. And you go for meetings, and sometimes there is war. Not like that kind of bad war, the war is a fight between countries. You see Ghana and Nigeria fighting those kind of banter fights, not the evil, wicked, ill fight. No, I mean the healthy fight. And it's beautiful. So you have to know what not to say, what not to do, what not to allow. Or you see, you have to know all these things. Oh, I want to work as a virtual assistant for another company in the US, but you don't know anything about that company. You don't know their time zone, you don't know their culture, you don't know what they say, what they allow, what you don't know anything. Please, you need to be ready to meet all these things. You will learn the skill, but the job is a reward. So please, let's also make sure you meet these mistakes. After the Sam Life Dictator School program, do not rely on your certificates alone. Do not say, okay, I won't go for networking. I'm okay where I am. If the job comes, I'll take. If it doesn't come, I'm there. Do not be sending generic CVs. Generic, what's the other one we even send? Cover letters. Please, tailor everything. Tailor your cover letters. You can even build cover letter and CVs for every skill that you have. If you're a virtual assistant, you have a CV and cover letter for that. If you're a project manager, you have, that is how I run my life. So please, try and do that. And do not wait and say, oh, okay, when I'm ready, when I'm fully ready, when I have all these things in place, then I'll start doing something. No. Start small. Start from wherever you are. You are a student. Start from there. And do not underestimate soft skills. It's very, very important. Very, very. As you are learning the hard skills, please try and learn the soft skills. You can study, observe your colleagues, people you are learning with, and learn with them. So progress beats perfection. And to end here, remember, small, consistent steps create big, big, big results. High priorities and high impact only. And this is an action plan I want to leave you with. I believe that if we do these few things, it's going to work. You are free to DM me on LinkedIn, anywhere, and I'll be ready to help you in whatever you want to do. So update your CV and optimize your LinkedIn. When you leave, the moment you leave this session, please do these things. Complete one real project. Look for somebody and help, somebody and apply your skills. Also connect with 10 professionals, project managers, software developers, people who are already where you want to be. Connect with them. Ask valuable questions. Ask, offer them value. One way or the other. Not so this person that is at the top, what value? It will shock you the value you can offer them. Then apply strategically to 5 well-aligned roles. I know we are all here because of jobs. 5 well-aligned roles with no generic CV or cover letter, with tailored CVs. And trust me, you would eventually get that opportunity. Remember, certification gives you knowledge. Career readiness gives you opportunity. Don't just complete programs. Position yourself. Don't just learn skills. Demonstrate impact. Don't just search for jobs. Navigate the markets. strategically. And that's when the opportunity will be. Your career is not accidental. It is intentional. Thank you for joining this session. I believe that you are going to have a plan as you've gone through this. Have your own plan. And when you're out of Sam Life Digital School, you would know that indeed the right things were taught to you. Thank you very much. And the name has been Vivian Havinian Drake, but you can affectionately call me Mrs. God. Thank you for joining.